Great. Mama Sifa, let me call you Mama Sifa. It's a pleasure for me to have you as a guest for this interview. Can you introduce to our viewer who you are shortly and what's your background?
Thank you. It is my pleasure to be invited to talk with you. As you see, my name is Kitumaini Nzabara, but many people call me Mama Sifa in my community because my firstborn is Sifa. That's why they call me Mama Sifa. So my education, I went to school in Congo, primary school, part of the primary school in Masisi, and the other one in Mokoto, and the other part in Ngungu. And after that, I completed my secondary school in Goma at the Adventist secondary school called Maranatha. And after that, I started a university. It's an Adventist university called the UAGO in education, but I didn't finish. The war came, and then 2004, by the way, because the war started before that, but in 2004, with Laurent Kunda's war, I had to run to be a refugee in Uganda, where I started also a bachelor degree in social work at Bugema University. But unfortunately, I didn't complete it. And then I came to Canada, where I started again the bachelor degree. I finished, and then I did master's in conflict resolution at St. Paul University. Uh, my professional background, I mostly worked in the health sector in mental health and drug abuse, and almost 10 years. And now I work as a case manager with newcomers, those who has confirmation of permanent resident. In brief, that is my background.
When people talk about the war in Congo, they mostly talk about 1997 when Laurent Desire Kabila came in power. He came to redraw the Mobutu Sese Seko, who was the president in former Zaire. So you've been in that area, you belong to that area, and you know exactly the story of your area, your location. Can you give us a little bit briefing about what's really happened? What's really happened in the east of the Democratic of Congo? What's the main problem that's facing the security issue in that area?
Thank you for the question. Unfortunately, when people talks about what happened in Congo, they start from 1996, 1997. But the problem of Congo, the war started in 1993, and it was between I cannot say between, because the Nyangas, the ethnicity of Nyangas and Hundes, they attacked the Hutus, Congolese Hutus, stating that they are from Rwanda, they have to go back. But in Congo, like Ruchuru and Masisi, it's 80% is Hutu, Congolese Hutu. So from there in 1994, because when media they talk, they say when the refugee Rwandese, the Interahamwe, are because of they had arms, that's what exacerbated the situation. No, from 1993, people from Masisi, especially Masisi, they suffer because the war started there until now. So in 1993, I talked about the conflict between Hunde and Hutus. And then in 1994, with the coming of masses of refugees, some of them had arms, like the Interahamwe and so on. So the situation exacerbated. But It was not only that, especially when I talk about 1996 or 4, when a refugee came, there were masses of people who died, and it was like refugee were abandoned because there were plenty, many dead body everywhere, and they had to bring tractors to collect them and go to throw in a mass, this a mass grave. And me being in Goma, my mom had to take a decision to take us to village because the town was not good where people can live. At that time, I don't think anyone could even eat meat because it was very bad. It was very bad. So I can't narrate everything that happened because it's a horror. It's like a horror movie when you try to think about what happened. That's why I don't like to recall what happened.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for those informations. Tell us a little bit about Wazalendos. What we heard from some medias and some international community people, they thought that the government of Congo is trying to manipulate the population by calling them Wazalendo so that they can equip them, give them more power, so that they can fight for the government or for the countries. You are from that part of the Republic Democratic of Congo. For those who are watching us now, what do you have to say about Wazalendo? This movement, this auto defense youth started now or it's always been there? That's the issue.
Thank you for the question. The Wazalendo has been there because before they were like the local community, a group of auto defense who were defending their ethnicity because they were so-called ethnicity conflict, which I don't believe in Congo there is ethnicity conflict. But when they saw that the country is being attacked every time by the rebels supported by the foreigners, they signed a contract on non-aggression between them so that they can defend the country. It is not only those who are in those auto defense group, but the other young people who are tired of what is happening. Some of them were born when this war was there. They have children and they are getting old, and the conflict's still there. And they decided, no, we have to finish with this war. So that's why young people and women, everyone, me too, I call myself Muzalendo because I'm tired of this conflict. So everyone who feel like they are tired of what is happening in Congo, they fight in whatever they have. For me, if I can talk to the media, that is what I can use to talk about what is happening in my country. And the Wazalendo who are on ground, they are fighting because they don't want the country to continue to be submitted to this war that is coming from outside, and the purpose is to continue to keep the people of Congo in poverty, insecurity, and there is no hope. That's why the Wazalendo want to fight until peace comes back. When they say it's a government, I don't believe because even there are some entities that were liberated by Wazalendo, and when they give it to the army, some army leader they give back to the rebels. So it's not the government issue. Even the government, some our army is infiltrated, like we some of the leaders, the commandment of our army, it doesn't work for the people. So there are some bad people who are les personnes mal intentionnées who doesn't want the country to get peace because they have benefit in this country, in this war. So I don't think it's the government, and I can say it is not the government that doing this. It's the people who sat together and say we have to fight for our country, because if we lose the country, we if you lose the country, you are nowhere. So they are fighting so that they can liberate their country.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about why does he make people so intentional or so attracting to the eastern part of Congo? Why people are so focused? The multinational, the power countries, why they are so focused in the eastern part of Congo? Why?
The east part of Congo is the best part, you can say, of Congo, because we have fertile soil. The climate is good. You can plant anything in the soil or in the soil in east, and it will grow, and without any manure or anything. Apart from that, we have minerals, all these kind of minerals that attract all these country, like we are talking renewable energy. They need minerals from Congo. So when people say there is ethnic conflict in Congo, I don't believe, because the war that is in Congo, it's economic war, because everyone is want a part from Congo, and especially the east, because where those minerals are mostly is in the East Congo.
So, what will be the solution for you? What will be the solution?
The solution, I think the Congolese people, they started to think about the solution. Wazalendo is one of the solution, because we don't expect anyone. The MONUSCO was in Congo for over 25 years. They didn't help. The ESA, they came in Congo. They didn't help us, even though they were our neighbors. We thought they would help us. So, us as Congolese, we have to find a solution for our problem. And our problem to find those solution is peace. And you can't have peace in a conflict without fighting. So that's why the Wazalendo are fighting. And this war continue because those people who beneficiate from this war, they get minerals for a lower price. That's why they don't want the war to finish, because if the war ends, they have to pass by the big door. They have to sign the contract that will beneficiate the Congolese people. But they don't want that. That's why they keep financing rebel movements so that they can get this material for cheaper price when people of Congo are dying, even though they know they are paying those blood minerals because people are dying. That's why they don't want the war to end. But us as people, Congolese people, we decided we will have to fight. We have to fight. It is not easy for something that was prepared for many years. To end this war in 1 day or 2 days. But I believe where there is a will, there is a way. And that's how the Congolese people, they decided now this is our time. We have to fight for ourselves because we saw that no one is helping us. So we are on ourselves.
25 people who all of them want to become a president in DRC Congo. How did you see the election which just ended today?
And that is the problem. In a developed country, they only have two people, two candidates, the majority and the opposition. But in our country, we have 25 people for one seat. And those people, majority of those people, they worked in a Mobutu regime, in the Kabila Per regime, in the Kabila San regime, in the Tshisekedi regime, and they don't have anything they can show that, oh, people, see, I did this. That's why I need your trust this time to be your leader. So that's why I think Congo need maturity, and our opposition leaders and opposition leader or people who want to go in the politics to have the society, the social project that they can present to people, say, okay, I'm gonna do this, and if people see that you are going to do good stuff, they can vote you. But for me, I don't support any change right now, because the stability of the government helped to bring peace and development. So I don't think we need change now in Congo. I think we need to give Tshisekedi the second mandate so that he can continue and finish the project he started. And if it doesn't finish, whoever will come after him will continue. So the problem we have, especially our African leader, they want to come and destroy everything their predecessor built, and then they want to restart from zero. And I think that's why is making Africa to stay behind, because people don't have that maturity to work with others. And I believe a good leader has to prepare whoever will replace them. But we see many leaders in Africa, they don't want to leave power. They want to stay because they think they are the only person who can lead the country. But that shows that they are not good leaders, because a good leader has to train people who will follow, who will replace them once they leave the power.
Okay, so you have noticed that Cornel Nanga, who is the former chief of the Commission Electoral Independent for DRC Congo, he has declared that he has set up a new movement, a political party called the Movement for River Congo in Kenya. And we also heard what the Kenyan president said. The Kenyan government said that Kenya is a democratic country, and they cannot stop someone from giving speech because it's a freedom country. What do you have to say about that? It's particular for someone who was the president of for a commission electoral independent for Congo, and to launch a movement that can bring a Congo maybe to war.
Um, Thank you for the question. The declaration itself, I'm not worried about it, and for Congo, is not a surprise, because everyone can dream, and many people dream to become a rebel and destabilize the country. So, um, as we know, some leaders in Congo supported a rebel movement. Who knows? Maybe Ananga was with M23, was among the sponsors of M23, because I don't believe it's something that happened just today and then he accepted to join the movement. And for the President Ruto to say that everyone in Congo is a free country and everyone has the right to express
Kenya,
themselves,
Kenya, yeah.
Kenya, yeah, I found it that is hypocrisy, and not to see the heaviness of what he said, because Nanga and M23, they are not creating a political party. It's a political military movement. So that means they will take arms against the government of Congo. And Nanga, in his declaration, he said, like, Tshisekedi is the curse for the government of Congo. Imagine a president, a political leader, and he said, he declared that they will start the Congo to liberate, they will start the war to liberate the people of Congo. Technically, he declared war against the government in Congo, and the president of a brother country say that is not a big deal, which I found it's not a good thing in a political relation, country relation, and I think the Kenya forget that we are brothers, and that's why I say, like Ruto, even though he's the president of Kenya, I don't think all Kenyans people are okay with what he said, because I remember the minister of foreign affairs tried to rectify the statement, but
It was
uh,
so low, so late, as they say.
yeah, it was too late. It was too late. And the Congolese people, that is the reason why Congolese people realize that is the time. No one is beside us, because Kenya was in Congo, in the this mission of EAC, Uganda, and South Sudan. And on ground, they didn't do anything. Instead, they were helping M23. Sometimes when there was a land fight and they want to go after them, the ASA troop, Kenya, South Sudan, they will say no, stop. They stop them. So that's why we came to realize no one is beside us. So we as Congolese people, we have to defend ourselves, and that's why I say Congo need to be strong, so that everyone around us, they will fear us and they respect us, and then that way no one will come, like no one will dream of creating the movement to destabilize the country. And I think that's why I support President Tshisekedi, because you see he has that will, even though his entourage is not, they are not good people. There are some people who don't want the country to be peaceful, but you can see that he has that will to change things and to bring peace back.
The President Tshisekedi declared today, if Rwanda, no, sorry, if the movement of River of Congo cross Congo border and kill only one Congolese, is going to declare the war to Rwanda. Is going to take the permission from the senator and the parliament so that Congo will invite Rwanda. He even said that we should go to Kigali as well. What do you have to say about that?
um I support his point of view, because we know our enemy. We know Rwanda support rebels. We know Rwandan army is on Congolese soil, killing civilian Congolese people. To in with the pretext of protecting their country. So I think I will do the same, but I think not now, because I know the president. We don't have the our army was not well prepared for war. But we know Rwanda has been training his army for 30 years, and their objective was to invade Congo and divide Congo. So I think uh, sooner or later, I think the Congo should declare war against Rwanda, because if they want peace, they have to know that other peoples want peace. And what is sad is some of the generals. There is this general called Muganga from Rwanda. He was saying like he doesn't want. Uh, no, he was joking, kind of telling a new graduate from army that once sometime he hear people praying that they want war to end, and for him he pray that God not to hear that prayer, because for him he doesn't want the job to end, because when there is war they have a job to do. But you imagine what is the job is to kill Congolese people. that's their job. And I remember one day, Kabarebe, who is the general of the army, Rwanda, say they trained the military to be the killing machine. So those killing machine, they go in Congo to do the job, and they don't want that job to end. So you understand the development of Rwanda that everyone is singing here and there is based on blood, Congolese people's blood, and we never had any leader who was brave enough to say that this has to end. But now Tshisekedi said it, this has to end, and our enemy who attack us is him, is Rwanda. So I think, yeah, it's a time, but I guess he knows what he's talking. He's a leader. He knows what he's talking, and I support his point of view.
We have listened about what you said. We know that today the ruling party, the President Tshisekedi challenger, the man who can be, who can face the ruling party, according to what we read, what we saw on the ground, what people are saying. It's Katumbi. Katumbi is coming after Tshisekedi in terms of who's gonna be as a challenger. And we have a Mate Fayulu, then we have Denis Mukwege. Can you tell me a little bit about this problem of Katumbi has dual citizenship? He's a Zambian, he has a passport from Zambia. How this can impact the relation of Congo?
Um, for me, I don't think the dual nationality is the problem here. Because Katumbi presented his candidacy, and he's going to the election. So, and what makes me a little bit uncomfortable, the fact that he spent more time to defend all those accusations instead of presenting us what he has, the project he has for Congolese people. So if the government allowed him to present his candidacy and he will go to election, I don't think that is the question, the matter in question, where he can spend more time. And the other thing is how he say it's populism. When the president Tshisekedi tried to nominate to to show who is the enemy of Congo, for him he say, I will not denounce anybody, but whatever I know, I will. After I become the president, I will finish the war in 6 months. So if he has that magic wand to finish the war that spent 30 years, and he has that magic wand to finish the war, and he's waiting until he become president to finish that war, for me he's not a good leader. Because a good leader, he should bring what he has in his pocket. He can come to beside the president again and say, my brother, I have a solution for this war. Let us finish the war and then go to the election. Que le meilleur gagne. Whoever will win will lead this country. But you wait until people vote you to bring the solution. So for me, I think he's with those who are causing war, so that when they get the presidency, they will say, oh brother, we got, oh five, we got what we wanted, and now we can stop the war. But if he say that he will finish the war in 6 months, where MONUSCO or these all other forces came to Congo and didn't finish, I don't believe. Oh, Katumbi is a businessman. He thinks he will manage Congo as a business. But business and politics, they are different. They see the interest, you invest this and you gain this. But in politics, it is not like that. So he thinks he will manage the country, Congo, like a business, but Congo is not a business. There are people in Congo. the lives of people in Congo. Congolese people, they are not merchandise who you can sell and buy anyhow, and get the interest. And I think that is the same problem with president of Kenya, because he's a rich man who became president because he's a big businessman. So they think in they will negotiate, do business with people's life, Congolese life, and then they will get benefit. But Congolese people think too. So uh, they are not cows and chicken you bring to the market. No.
Okay, so we heard that the Minister of Defense of Congo, Jean-Pierre Bemba, said that the government have evidence that Russia, there is some Russian group that they want to break the system of the Commission Electoral Independence, so that the election can be manipulated. What you have to say about that?
Um, I think if he declared it as a minister, the minister of defense, he must know something, because we have the intelligence, and we have the system of getting information. But myself, I don't have much information to comment on that question. Maybe I will answer to it next time when I have a clear answer to that.
Great. So we are almost finished with our interview. What message will you send to President Tshisekedi? He's watching now this video. What message will you tell the President Tshisekedi now?
What the first message is to wish him good luck for this election coming. But if he happened to get the faith of the Congolese people for the next 5 years, I will ask him to be a different, like different from others who promise things and they don't do it. We saw his will to transform Congo a good country, and us as Wazalendo, the people of Congo, we are behind him, and we hope he will be the president of all Congolese, those who voted for him and those who didn't vote for him. But if it happen not to pass, I will ask him to, if he doesn't accept the result of the election, to go through the process. We have an institution, not to take arm like anybody.
Et avant de quitter, Madame Zabara, can you say a word, a last word for those Congolese are watching you?
What I can say, I say Congolese people are a very intelligent people. They are patient and resilient. And Wednesday on 20th is a very crucial day. I don't want to influence anyone to vote whoever. I know they are very mature and intelligent now, enough to vote for peace and development. So I will encourage everyone to come massively to go to vote, because the power is for people. And I will not miss to send a message to my fellow of this war, the Wazalendo. They are our heroes. They give their life to fight to liberate our country. That's why I encourage them and tell them to continue to fight until our country is liberated from all negative forces. I say, for the people and for the country, we will win always. Thank you.
So, dear all, we thank you for watching this video. We hope that you get some information about Congo. Sometimes you ask yourself a question to know more about Congo, why the Congo crisis still continuing, why Congolese people never stay in the peace, especially in the eastern part of the Republic Democratic of Congo. So I will have Madame Nzambara as a guest many time for you. We will debate in the security purpose issue and the development. We will following the elections with her, and we'll come back with a new topic. So for now, bye for now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.